REM from 1983 and South Central Rain, a song that sounds that way because of the drugs the band was taking back then. Now, we're far from done. We'll continue to move up the rock and roll drug chain with a look at cocaine next.
More of the secret history of rock coming up. Let's get back to the secret history of rock with Alan Cross.
The next drug on our schedule of rock and roll substances is cocaine. It's a stimulant and an appetite suppressant derived from the coca plant. It can be extremely addictive and often results in harmful psychological and physical effects. Coke used to be a very legitimate pharmaceutical. Back in the 19th century, it was used as an anesthetic. It was used for teeth whitening. And get this, a cure for flatulence. Parke-Davis, the massive pharmaceutical company that still exists today, sold coke in cigarettes as a powder and as a ready-to-inject solution. But when people started abusing it, and that included Sigmund Freud and the fictional Sherlock Holmes, coke was made illegal. But that hasn't stopped it from becoming a rock and roll drug. Its use has been cyclical, going in and out of style over the decades. We know that blues musicians and fans on Beale Street in Memphis were known to indulge in the early 20th century. Jazz musicians of the 40s and 50s got into coke. It was big with the disco crowd in the 1970s, and it was big everywhere in the 1980s. Usually, when times are good and supply is high and prices are low, coke use by musicians increases. Noel Gallagher and the rest of Oasis were big consumers, but eventually the paranoia and the weirdness got out of control. Noel says that the Be Here Now album in 1997 was completely ruined by coke. Eventually, he had a total freak-out and panic meltdown. He told me some interesting stories about that. Now, though, he doesn't go near this stuff.